So why herbal dye is amazing for gray blending, but at the same time extremely tricky to use. Herbal dye does not shift the natural pigment of the hair. Thus, the natural hair remains natural, and the gray hair covered with the herbal dye will only get the pigment of the dye and remain lighter. Dye, of course, can be used as a permanent dye, but when we use it for gray blending, we need to make sure that the level of concentration of the pigment is not very high. And here comes the tricky part, because the actual herb that makes a gray hair non-gray is henna. And the concentration of henna is critical here, and it's a very fine line between not enough henna and too much henna. Not enough henna will make it look like the gray hair has not changed and it still remains gray, and too much henna will give you this unwanted coppery look and warmth. So using herbs for gray blending is not straightforward at all, and I wouldn't recommend to try it at home unless you definitely know that you are the autumn color type, because the autumn color type can get away with a little bit of warmth in their hair and you will not look strange if you do that. All other color analysis types like winter, like summer, I wouldn't recommend using herbal dye for gray blending at all. I use herbal dye on some of my gray blending clients at the end of their transformation as the way to maintain their grays. However, it's not suitable for every single client. So if the idea of the herbal dye and the chemical-free maintenance sounds appealing to you, you can always book yourself an online consultation. The link is in the bio.